All right, let's talk about something super important in algebra, the distributive property. It's all about making sure every single term inside those parentheses gets invited to the multiplication party. We're going to get this down for good. Let's do it.
Okay, be honest for a second. Have you ever been on a test and seen this? And you write down 3x plus 4. I mean, it looks right, doesn't it? It feels so simple. But that right there, that's a classic mistake, and it can really cost you.
Hey, if you've done that, you are definitely not alone. It's probably one of the most common mistakes in all of algebra. But here's the good news. Today, we are fixing this for good. We're going to break it down so it just clicks, and you won't make that mistake ever again.
So first things first, before we even touch the math, we need to change how we think about parentheses. They're not just little decorations, right? Their whole job is to create a group. Think of it like a team. Whatever's inside, it's a package deal. They stick together.
And this leads us to the one single rule you absolutely have to burn into your brain. Here it is. If it's inside the parentheses, it gets multiplied. That's it. That's our mantra for today. Every single part of that group gets multiplied. Every single time.
Okay, so let's circle back to that first problem. We've got the 3 on the outside, and then our group, x plus 4, inside the parentheses. And remember, that 3 has to deal with the entire group, not just the first thing it sees.
So here's the right way to do it. First, we're going to send that 3 over to the x. 3 times x, easy, that's 3x. But, and this is the key, we are not done. The 3 also has to multiply the 4. So 3 times 4 gives us 12. Now we just put it all together. 3x plus 12. That's our answer.
Now look at these side by side, the mistake versus the fix. See that? The only thing that's different is that the 4 turned into a 12. Seems like a small change, but in math, that's the difference between right and wrong. So what's really going on here?
Just look at the mistake one more time. Which part of the group got totally ignored? Which number didn't get multiplied by that 3?
Yep, it was the 4. It just got left behind. And that totally breaks our big rule, right? Groups don't get split up. You can't just invite one part of the team to the party. It's all or nothing.
All right, you're getting the hang of it. So now, let's kick it up a notch. We're going to look at what I call the negative trap. Oh yeah, teachers and test makers love this one because it catches so many people. That little negative sign, it changes the whole game.
The process is exactly the same. We just have to be a little more careful. So first step, -2 times x. That gives us -2x, no problem. Now, here's the tricky part. Pay close attention. It's -2 times -5. See that? Both are negative.
And what happens when you multiply a negative by a negative? It becomes a positive. That's the rule we all know but sometimes forget under pressure. So -2 times -5 is positive 10. The sign just completely flipped. And boom! That's the trap, and now you know exactly how to sidestep it.
So, we've talked a lot about how to do this, but to really, truly make it stick in your brain, it helps to understand why it works. Like, why does this rule even exist? Let's make it make sense.
Let's use a simple story. Imagine you've got 3 identical lunch bags, and inside every single one of those bags is some number of apples, we'll call it x, and 4 oranges. So the math for that is just 3 times the group x plus 4. So how much fruit do you have in total? Well, you have 3 times x apples, so 3x apples, and you have 3 times 4 oranges. That's 12 oranges.
Now think about that common mistake, getting 3x plus 4. If that were the answer, it would mean you have the apples from all 3 bags, but the oranges from only 1 bag. That makes no sense, right? We said every bag was identical. The 3 has to apply to the apples and the oranges. The logic just falls apart otherwise.
Okay, so I want to give you a super simple final check you can use on any problem, whether it's homework or a test, to make sure you nail it every time.
It's just 2 steps. Ready? Step 1. Just count how many things are inside the parentheses. For x plus 4, there are 2 things, the x and the 4. Step 2. When you're done distributing, make sure your final answer also has 2 things. It's like a quick little self-check to catch a mistake before you even hand in the paper.
So let's bring it all home with that one core idea we started with. Say it with me. If it's inside the parentheses, it gets multiplied. Every term, every time. Just lock that in. That's the whole key.
Okay, now it's your turn. Let's see what you've got. Here's a problem. And yep, it's one of those negative trap ones. Use everything we just talked about. What's the right answer here? Go ahead and pause if you need to. You can totally do this.